Let me ask you a question. Ever spent hours editing a YouTube video and then you posted it on YouTube only for it to get just 23 views? But then you notice that some other person posted a simple video, maybe using the same topic, and then boom, in just 2 days they get 50,000 views. What did they really do that made the difference? In today's live stream, I'll be revealing that secret to you. The answer is it's not really their content, it's actually their thumbnails and titles that make them go viral. So, in today's live stream, I'll be sharing with you 7 secret hacks that you can use to create viral thumbnails for your YouTube videos or for your YouTube channel. If this is something you would love to um, listen to or learn about, please watch this live stream video to the end. I promise to give you value. So, on today's live stream, or by the end of this live stream, you will know the following. You will know what a thumbnail is. You will know why thumbnails matter. You will know how to design high CTR thumbnails step by step. You would also know the secret formulas that make people curious. You would also know how to write titles that rank and get clicks. This training can change your channel or help your channel grow. So grab a notebook, type in the chat, I'm ready to grow, and let's grow, or let's begin. By the way, if you're just coming across my channel for the first time, welcome. My name is Jane of Moonlight Tales by Jane, and in today's live stream, I'll be sharing with you the 7 secret hacks that you can use to create viral thumbnails for your YouTube channel. Hello to the one person that just joined my live stream. Welcome. My name is Jane. Let me know where you're chatting from. Oh, Saint Randy Mike. Hi to you too. Thank you for joining my live stream. Thank you for joining my live stream. Okay, so where are you watching this live stream from? Saint Randy, let me know where you're watching the live stream from. Okay, while I go ahead and discuss what we have for today, tell me in the chat box where you are watching this live stream from. So the first thing we are going to look into is what is a thumbnail? What is a thumbnail? So a thumbnail is a small picture that people see before they click your video. A thumbnail is a small picture that people click on before. Oh, Saint Randy Mike says he's watching from South Africa. Wow, that's great. I'm happy to connect with you. Thank you for joining my live stream. I hope you stay on to the end. Okay, so I have a question for you, maybe to make you. I would like to know what kind of challenges do you have in the in your content creation journey. I don't know if you are a YouTuber. If you're a YouTuber, let me know. And let me know the challenges you have in your content creation journey. Is it getting subscribers or getting views or being able to design a thumbnail? Let me know in the chat box. Okay, so as I was saying, a thumbnail is a small picture that people see before they click on your video. It's like a movie poster, or when you see movies, before you click on them you would see a very catchy poster. Usually that small picture of is a small representation of the bigger picture or the bigger idea. So that thumbnail is what would motivate any person that comes across your YouTube channel to actually click on your video. That is why I keep saying that your thumbnail has to be catchy enough. Okay, a thumbnail looks like a movie poster. It also looks like a book cover, right? So it's like a shop window. If your thumbnail looks boring, people will walk away. People won't click on your video. But if your thumbnail is actually catchy enough, people will definitely click on your video. So what are thumbnails used for? Thumbnails are used to get attention. Yes, the only way that you can grab people's attention is through your thumbnails, and then it also makes it is also used to make people curious. It is also used to help people understand what your video is really all about. And thumbnails are used to increase CTR. CTR means high click through rate, high click through. So I think those are the basics. Okay, CTR means high click through rate. That's what it means. Hello to the second person that just joined my live stream. Welcome. Let me know in the chat box where you're watching this live stream from. Okay. In today's live stream, we are discussing the 7 secret hacks to creating viral thumbnails for your YouTube video. So as I was saying, CTR means click through rate. Let me give you an example. Let's say out of 100 people who see your video, 10 people click it. That's 10% CTR. And then if 3 people click the video out of the 100 people, that's 3% CTR. So higher CTR equals to more YouTube growth, right? So I have a question for you, a poll question. How often do you judge a video by its thumbnail? Let me know. How often do you judge a video by its thumbnail? Let me know. Is it always, sometimes, rarely, or never? Central the mic. This question is for you. How often do you judge a video by its thumbnail? Can you tell that a video would be great based on the thumbnail you've seen? If the thumbnail is great, that means to you the video would be great. I do that always. Most okay, he said sometimes. That's great. Sometimes it's great. Okay, so sometimes you judge a video by its thumbnail. That's great. Okay, thank you. So keep watching. So we now have to go over to a general overview on how to choose the right thumbnail. How to choose the right thumbnail. So when you are designing your thumbnail for any video at all, there are certain questions. Sorry, something popped up on my screen. When you are designing your thumbnail for any YouTube video, there are certain questions you should ask yourself. There are certain questions that should come to your mind. They are, who is this video for? That's, who is your audience? Ask yourself that question. Who is my audience? What problem am I solving? What emotion do I want them to feel? So if you can answer these 3 questions, it will help you, it will guide you on the kind of or what your thumbnail design should look like, right? So your thumbnail design should be simple, and it should have one main focus, and it should use 2 to 3 colors max, right? In your thumbnails, you should show emotion. Show emotion. You have always have to show emotion, and do not clutter your thumbnail with a lot of things. Clutter kills clicks. If the background has a lot of text, a lot of images, it's going to be a little bit confusing for your viewer. So I'm just giving you a general overview of what your thumbnail should look like. It should be simple, it should show emotion, you should try your best to use at least 2 color schemes that pop, and you should have one main focus. Okay? When we continue discussing, when we keep discussing, I would go deeper into more details. Now let's look at thumbnail color psychology. Okay? The colors you use for your thumbnail or your thumbnails matter, right? So there are certain colors. Colors actually make people feel things. Yes, color makes people feel things. This shouldn't be a new thing, right? So for instance, the red color makes people feel, or it gives off, the red color gives off this excitement, urgent, and sometimes danger feeling. I don't know if you get me. Yes, so you can use the red color if maybe what you're trying to, if your video topic has some element of danger, like you're trying to tell people to stop doing this now so that it does not result to maybe their channel being deleted, then you can use the red color. You can even use maybe an exclamation mark, and that exclamation mark should be red in color. Then yellow gives off this happy vibes, this energy vibes. Then blue gives people this feeling of calmness and trust. I don't know if you get what I mean. Green is signifies growth and money. So for those in the how to make money niche, Green, using green for your thumbnail designs is a very good thing. If you are using green for your thumbnail designs, you are doing so well. So black signifies um mystery, power, mystery. So if your, as I was saying earlier on, if your video is about money making, green works well. If it is shocking, red works well. If it is serious, if it has a serious undertone, blue works well. Okay, so that's all for Tom. I believe you understand what I am trying to say. I believe you understand what I'm trying to say. The color you use for your, so make sure make sure that when you're designing your thumbnails, the color you use also blends. You know, there are some colors that do not go with each other, right? So make sure it blends. If not, your the general the general view of your thumbnail would be harsh. I don't know if you get what I mean. It would be harsh, right? Okay, so over to character focus. I'm just talking in general. Sorry about that. I think I had a little bit of network glitch. So as I was saying, I wanted to talk about. I was done talking about um, thumbnail color psychology. So when you are designing your thumbnails, be mindful of the kind of colors you use. Make sure they blend. And of course, I told you use two colors for your thumbnail. Two colors that match each other. Okay, then over to character focus. People actually love to see faces on your thumbnail. On your thumbnail, people love to see faces. So when you are using a face, make sure you show emotion. Yes, the emotion you show should match whatever you're talking about in your video. So make your face big. Your face should stand out. I know you already know that you'll be taking a headshot kind of picture which you'll be using to place on your thumbnail. So using faces actually increases clicks. Why? Because human loves faces. They love seeing your face. Sometimes when you just create a thumbnail without including any face at all, it would just be there. I'm not saying anyone would not click on it. They may likely click on it, but when you add your face to your thumbnail design, it makes them um, connect with your content better. It will make them click on your video to watch it. So make your face big, make it stand out, show strong emotion, shock, whether you're shocked or happy or excited or scared. Show it in your thumbnail design, depending on what your title is about. Don't hide your face with too much text. Don't put too much text on your thumbnail designs. If not, they will only end up cluttering your thumbnail, and you don't want your thumbnail looking like it's disorganized, right? So I have a question for you, Central and the mic. I don't know if you're still watching, but answer this question. Which thumbnail style grabs your attention more? Whenever you come across people's videos and you take note of their and you see their thumbnail designs, which one actually grabs your attention the most? Is it a hyper realistic character thumbnails, B illustrated cartoon style thumbnails, C bold text only design? Let me know. Let me know. Whenever you come across thumbnails, which thumbnail style actually grabs your attention the more? Is it thumbnail styles that make use of hyper realistic character? That's a hyper realistic character. Okay, a character thumbnail. Central and the mic says a character thumbnail. Okay, that's great. Yes, me too. Me too. I love um the hyper realistic character thumbnail. It makes me connect more with the content. Okay, I had a little bit of net. Okay, I had a little bit of network glitch again. So thank God I'm back now. So as I was saying, I asked the question and since Randy Mike answered it. Thank you for answering that question. That means you are following. You understand what I've been saying so far. That's great. Keep it up. Okay. Now I'll hand over to, now that I'm done with giving a general overview of the thumbnail and what is really all about. Let's head into the 7 secret hacks that you can use to create viral thumbnails for your YouTube videos. So the first hack is what I call the big face rule. The big face rule. What does this mean? It means it simply means that um, of course I said you are using your face, and then you make sure your face shows a big emotion. If you come across some big content creators, sometimes if the title of their video is has a sad undertone or a warning undertone, you see if it has a sad undertone, you see them making the sad face. If it has an angry undertone or a warning undertone, you see them showing shock or surprise. I don't know if you've come across it, like things like that. And if you've noticed the thumbnails that I've also been using so far, it is also that way. So the big face rule: make sure you use your face in your thumbnail. Make sure you show make the face 40 to 60% of the thumbnail. So your face should be like literally covering the not covering everywhere, because you still have to leave some space for text, for a little bit of text, right? But for the face, at least 40 to 60% of the thumbnail should have your face, and make use of big emotion. Big emotion equals to more clicks. Small faces, when your face does not show up at all, it equals to small CTR. So make sure you are always showing. Guys, I apologize for that for that network glitch once again. So I was talking about the first hack, which is the big face rule. I told you to always make sure that your thumbnail design contains your face and ensure to show a big emotion that tallies with what your video is all about. So the second secret hack for creating a viral thumbnail is what I call the 3 word rule. The 3 word rule. This simply means that your text should just be 3 words, should be between 1 to 3 words. I don't know if you get me. If at all you'd want to maybe what you want to say really has to be captured, do not exceed 5 to 6 words. You don't want to have a lot of text on your screen. Do not write full sentences. If you write full sentences, there'll literally be no space for showing your face. I don't know if you get what I mean. Okay, so do not write full sentences. Use 1 to 4 powerful words. Use 1 to 4 powerful words. Examples: I tried this. Shocking results. Don't do this. Secret exposed. Exposed. Short text equals to clearer message. So when you're creating your thumbnails, if you want them to go viral, what make use of 3 words, at least 3 words, right? Okay, okay. So hack number 3, the third secret hack is what I call contrast. Making use of contrast. Contrast is king. Contrast is king. When you are designing your thumbnails, make sure your colors blend properly. Make sure they blend properly. Dark background plus bright text goes better. Then bright background goes with a dark text or darker text. I don't know if you get what I mean. If people can't read what the text you have on your screen on their phone, it won't work. They will really not really like your thumbnail design, right? So make your thumbnail small. If you make your thumbnail small, or when you are writing, make when you are creating text, the text that will go along with your thumbnail design. If it is actually small, ask yourself the question: can I really read this? If you cannot read it, then fix it. Let your text, the text you would place on your thumbnail design, be clear enough for your viewers to see. And like I said earlier on, use only one to at least four powerful words for your text, right? When you place your face, then you use not more than four powerful words alongside with it. Hello to the one person that has just joined my live stream. Welcome. I don't know if it's still sent Randy Mike. If it's not him, anyone else, let me know where you're watching this live stream from. Okay, I don't know if I'm making sense so far. If I am making sense so far, please kindly like this video and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Right? Please do so. I'm counting on your support to actually build to hit my monetization threshold or requirement. Then the hack number 4 is what I call the curiosity gap. The curiosity gap. So when you are creating your thumbnail design, make sure it is something that piques your viewers' curiosity. It is curiosity that will make them want to click on your video, right? Don't tell everything. Don't reveal everything from your thumbnail design, right? Don't reveal everything. Let me just give you an example of a bad thumbnail with a bad text. Let's say you wrote on your thumbnail how to grow on YouTube. It doesn't pique curiosity. It doesn't pique anyone's curiosity. It will not pique your viewers' curiosity. But a better example would be this changed everything. It will make people wonder. It will make hello to the one person that's just joined my live stream. Welcome. My name is Jane. Tell me your name and where you're watching from in the chat box, okay? Okay, I think the person has gone. Okay, it doesn't matter. So as I was saying, a better example would be this changed everything. It will make people wonder. They'll be like, what really changed everything? It will pique their curiosity and they'll want to know and they'll want to click on the video to find out what really changed everything, right? Okay, I have a poll question for you. I'm going to ask the question and put it up here for you to cast your vote. For you to cast your vote. Okay, the question is, what do you struggle with the most? What do you struggle with the most? Is it designing your thumbnails or writing titles or getting clicks or getting clicks? Or would I say choosing colors for you? No, let me not put that one. Getting subscribers. Okay. Is it designing your thumbnails, writing titles, getting clicks, or getting subscribers? I'm going to ask the question now. So kindly cast your vote whenever you come across this, okay? Let me change it to let me use the color green. It will be sharper for this. Which, well, so let me ask the question. I was trying to check whether the color of my wall would go with was on the street. What do you struggle with most? What do you struggle with the most? What do you struggle with the most? I have options here. Option A is thumbnail design. Then option B is writing titles. I'm adding another option. Option C says getting clicks. Does this struggle with having people click on your videos? Sorry that this stuff is shaking. That's because my tripod is my phone is on my tripod, right? And since I'm using it to type, it will definitely shake. The last one is let me use getting views because I know You need, this is something a lot of persons struggle with. Let me use yellow. Okay. And this looking small. I wonder why it's looking slow. And these other ones are looking bigger. I really don't know why. I don't like this color. I'm gonna change it to gray. I think this is better. Okay, this is the question over there, guys. So kindly vote. Tell me what you struggle with the most. What do you struggle with the most? Is it designing your thumbnails? Is it writing your titles? Is it getting clicks or is it getting views? Kindly vote now. Vote up there. Cast your vote. Guys, cast your vote. So over to hack number 5. Remember hack number 4 was curiosity gap. Then hack number 5 is add directional clues. Add directional clues. What do I mean by this? When you are designing your thumbnail, apart from using the face and the text, you need to be pointing people to a particular thing, showing people a direction. If you come across a lot of creators, especially big creators, thumbnail, they're always pointing to the text. I don't know if you get me, pointing to the text. Or you can, apart from, you can use arrows, you can use circles, you can use X marks, you can use highlights to point to something important or to make it stand out. So you all know that humans follow direction. They need clarity. So if you want a particular word to make it stand out in your thumbnail design, make use of direction. You can maybe put an exclamation mark beside that word, or highlight that word with another text that would make it pop or stand out. I don't know if you get what I mean. I believe you get what I mean. So humans follow direction. So make sure you add directional clues to your thumbnail design. Nobody else would tell you these things I'm telling you. Only me. I'm telling you these things for free. This is like a YouTube masterclass. So please do not take the information I'm giving to you on this live stream for granted. Make sure you make use of it. Add directional clues on your thumbnail designs. Your thumbnail designs. This is what will make your thumbnail to stand out. Hello to the one person that just joined my live stream and has got whatever. So over to hack number 6. I didn't mean that, by the way. Hack number 6. I call this one before versus after. Before versus after. So when you are whatever picture you are using or text you are using, if you actually really want to create a thumbnail that would make your video go viral, right? That will make your video go viral. You can show two scenarios, a before and after scenario. Transformation cells. I don't know if you get what I mean. Transformation cells. Show change. That is what you can use to capture your viewers' attention, right? I came across a particular video. Yes, a particular video. I think the content creator is into the beauty and lifestyle niche. Yes, the beauty and lifestyle niche. So in that particular video, she wanted to talk about skincare tips, blah blah blah. It's related to skincare. She was talking about skincare tips that you can use to get rid of your acne. You know what an acne is, right? So she showed a before and after picture of her. That is a before picture of her with the acne and an after picture of her without the acne. And that after picture, her face was smooth, glowing, and that gave her a lot of views. That views was almost up to 400,000, if not so, because people would want to know what are the skincare tips she really used to make her face glow, to make the acne on her face leave. So transformation cells. Okay, let me give you another example. Maybe you can put two um the before and after scenario, like 10 views on 10,000 views. I don't know if you get right, or a messy decks and a clean setup, or zero from zero naira to $5,000. I don't know if you get what I mean. It all depends on the title of your video or the content of that particular video, right? I'm just giving you an example. So that is hack number 6. Use the before and after hack. That works well. It will cause your video to go viral and gradually losing likes. I want to check whether I can. Okay, over to hack number 7. Okay, I call this one pattern interrupts. Pattern interrupts. Make your thumbnail different from others in your niche. That is what it simply means. Make your thumbnail different from that of others in your niche. If everyone in your niche uses the blue color, you can choose to use the yellow color. If everyone in your niche uses calm faces, I remember saying that you need to use a big emotion. Maybe everyone in your niche uses calm faces. You can choose to use a more dramatic face, a dramatic looking face. I don't know if you get me, a dramatic emotion, so that you would stand out, or your thumbnail would stand out from that of others in that same niche. It is how catchy your thumbnail is that would make people to actually click on your video to watch it. That is what I call the pattern interrupt. So you don't have to follow the same pattern that the other creators in your niche are using, right? Don't always follow the same pattern that other creators in your niche are using. Sometimes you can be unique just to make yourself stand out, or just to make your thumbnail design to stand out from others. So tell me, no one has casted a vote yet. No one has casted a vote yet. Anyway, that was actually the seventh hack, right? I said I'll talk about 7 hacks, and I've reviewed the 7 hacks to you. I'll do a quick rundown of these 7 secret hacks that you can use. I kid you not, if you apply this in your thumbnail designs, your thumbnails would do better. You would find your videos having a high CTR rate, right? So the first secret hack is the big face rule. Make sure you always use your face. And when you use your let's 40 to 60% of your thumbnail have your face in it, and always show a big emotion. Then number 2 hack is the 3 word rule. I told you that you should ensure that the text you are displaying on your thumbnail is few. At least 3 texts is okay. You can use 1 to 4 powerful words on your text to highlight whatever you're showing, right? Then do not write full sentences. When you write full sentences, you would only end up cluttering the thumbnail space, and that's not good, right? Then over to hack number 3. That was hack number 2. Hack number 3, I said contrast is king. So make sure that your thumbnail designs or your thumbnail itself, your thumbnail image has a good contrast. I told you that if you're using a dark background, it will go well with a bright text. And if you're using a bright background, it goes well with a dark text. Then hack number 4 is what I call the curiosity gap. Don't tell everything. Don't let your thumbnail design show everything or tell everything. Whatever you want to be revealed should be seen in the main video itself. So the thumbnail is just like a highlight that would bring viewers or make viewers to click on your video for them to watch that particular video. It's like what would attract your viewers into the video. Then hack number 5 is add directional clues. I told you to make use of, if you are either pointing to something or you are making use of other things that will help you point to that thing. You can use arrows, you can use circles, you can use X marks, or you can decide to highlight that particular word or object that you want to stand out. Number 6 is what I call the before versus after hack. Yes, show people the before and after. Of course, it will help them they want to find out what really happened, what really gave or brought about the after result. I don't know if you get what I mean. Then the hack number 7 is pattern interrupt. So I told you to make your thumbnail design different from that of others in your niche. Your uniqueness, or the uniqueness of your thumbnail is what would make it stand out from that of others. Okay, then I'll that's those are the 7 secret hacks that you can use to create viral thumbnail for your YouTube videos. Then I'll give you, although it's a bit theoretical, I'll give you a step-by-step tips on. I'll give you step-by-step tips rather on how to design high CTR thumbnails. So step number 1, decide the emotion. When you want to design your thumbnail, ask yourself, what emotion am I going with today? Is it a happy one or a sad one or a shocked one or an emotion that shows surprise, something like that. So you have to decide on the emotion. Agree with it. Then the step number 2 is to choose two strong colors. Like I said earlier on, that you want to make sure that you use two strong colors for your thumbnail. Using two strong colors make your thumbnail design to stand out. Then for step number 3, add one big face. If you are not using your face, you can add one big object. One big object to make the thumbnail design stand out. Then step number 4, add 1 to 4 powerful words. Text, you really need to add the text alongside your face or your thumbnail design to make it stand out. Then step number 5, add contrast. Add contrast. Whenever you are designing when you're done designing your thumbnail, you can even head over to your photo editing app or software and add more contrast to the thumbnail to make it pop, to make it stand out. And step number 6, you test it small. Test this more. What do I mean by this? When you are putting out your video out there, you can create 2 thumbnail designs, right? And then you would actually let one you would actually publish one with your alongside with your video. Then after 48 hours, you can change that particular thumbnail to another one, especially if you realize that you're not getting much views. That you're not getting much views on a particular video. If you notice you're not getting much views on a particular video, that may mean that people are not clicking on your video due to your bad thumbnails or bad thumbnail design. That is what I mean by that. So when you get to test when you actually get to use the A&B testing feature on YouTube to test 2 thumbnails, at the end of the day, YouTube will give you the results, will tell you the thumbnail that did better. They will tell you the thumbnail that did better, and then you would make use of that particular thumbnail that did better. Then step 7 would be, ask yourself the question, would I click on this? If the answer is still no in your mind, that means you've not actually made a very good thumbnail. That means you still need to keep working on your thumbnail design. Then that's it. That's it. Those are the 7 steps for how to design a high CTR thumbnail. So we are heading over to the title. Because I told you earlier on that we are not only talking about your thumbnail and your title goes hand in hand. So now that we are done talking about your thumbnail, let's head into the title. Right? The thumbnail is the first thing people see before they read your title. So now what is a title? A title is simply means the name of your video. The name of your video. So people should read the title of your video and have a clue of what the video is all about. Don't write a title that maybe, let's say if you're into the baking niche and your title says how to bake a cake. Let me just give an example. But when the person clicks on the video, they are seeing something else. Maybe they are seeing you riding a bicycle. It does not make sense. It does not connect, right? Your thumbnail must match your title too. So if your thumbnail title is how to bake cake, that means your thumbnail design should be showing you in the process of baking a cake, or should have a picture of the cake itself that has already been baked that you want to show people how to do, right? So the title is the name of a video. What does the title do? It helps YouTube to understand your video. It helps people to decide whether they want to click. Yes, because if that the title of your video is actually solving a particular problem, they would simply want to click on the video because they know they what am I saying? The title of the video is actually what would give your viewers a clue of what your video is about. It is what would make them want to click on it or not. So the title of your video also helps your video to rank in the search engine. The thumbnail equals to emotion, but your title is equals to explanation. So they must always work together. Okay, they must always work together. You must make sure your thumbnail and your title work together. They work hand in hand. So how can you write titles that rank? Now that you already know what a title means, when you're wording your title, make sure you use keywords that people search for. I remember saying in yesterday's live stream that your the content you're making should be evergreen. You should make content around searchable topics, right? That means your title itself should have the keywords that should contain keywords that people are looking for. Yes, it should contain keywords that people are looking for. And then if you want your titles to rank, make sure you add numbers to it. I've given you several examples on this live stream so far, or in the previous live streams on top titles that have numbers on them. So add numbers, create curiosity, promise value, keep it clear, keep it simple, right? These are the things that will make your titles rank, your video rank, your thumbnail and title, right? So let me give you an example of a bad title. An example of a bad title. Let's say your video title is growing on YouTube. That's a bad title. Then a better title would be seven secret tricks to grow on YouTube fast. Seven secret tricks to grow on YouTube fast. So people would want to actually click on the video to know what the video is really all about. Okay. So I was saying use numbers. Numbers stand out. Let me give you more examples. You can use examples like three mistakes you should be avoiding if you want to monetize your channel fast, your YouTube channel fast. Five secrets, seven hacks. Make sure you are using odd numbers. Odd numbers often performs better. Odd numbers perform better. Then, of course, I talked about curiosity, creating curiosity. Hello to the one person that's just joined my live stream. Welcome. Tell me where you're watching this live stream from in the chat box. I also have a question up there for you to answer or cast your vote. So please do. I don't know. There's a feature that allows you to. Oh, the lighting is not bright. or maybe it only works when I see the camera. I doubt. So, as I was saying, curiosity plus secrets formula works. If you can use curiosity plus secrets revealed hand in hand, it works best. Let me give you an example of a template that shows that. Example, you are doing this wrong. Nobody talks about this. Secrets revealed. What they don't tell you. This changed my channel. Curiosity equals to clicks. That's what I've been saying. Curiosity equals to click. I have a question for you. Which title would you click on? Which title do you think you would click on? Example, options. We have option A, YouTube tips. We have option B, 5 YouTube secrets revealed. 5 YouTube secrets revealed. Then option C, I tested 10 growth hacks. The results surprised me. Which of them, which of these titles do you think would perform the best? Or would you actually click on if you saw it? Is it just the title that reads this way? YouTube YouTube tips, or 5 YouTube secrets revealed, or I tested 10 growth hacks and the results surprised me. Tell me the answer. I think I need to turn on my ring lights. Give me a second. We have like 10 minutes to the end of this live stream. I'll be like right back. Okay, I think this is better, guys. We are almost done. So, guys, as I was saying, talk about thumbnail plus your title matching rule. So, a bad combo would be if your thumbnail has the text shocking on it, and then the title would be how to film a video. That does not go hand in hand. It doesn't match. A good combo would be if your thumbnail has the text shocking on it. A good title would be I tried posting daily for 30 days. Results. They must connect. They must connect. Okay. So I'll give you an advanced CTL trick for growth to make your channel grow rather. Make your channel grow. Make sure you test two thumbnails like I said before. After for I was talking about an advanced CTL trick that you can use, right? YouTube loves it when you are using the A/B testing feature, right? So make sure you test two thumbnails. After 48 hours, you use the one that keep the one with the higher CTL, that's a higher click through rate. Then, if you have any questions on how to use if you have any questions on how you can make catchy thumbnails, more catchy thumbnails, or better thumbnail designs, let me know. Hello to the one person that just joined my live stream. Welcome. In today's live stream, we are talking about 7 secret hacks that you can use to create a viral thumbnail for your YouTube video. And I'm actually done discussing the 7 secret hacks, but I'm just going to do a rundown of it because of you. So the first hack I talked about was what I call the big face rule. You want to ensure. Okay, before I even talk about it, say hi to me. Just say hi to me in the chat box. Let me know where you're watching this live stream from. Or is it still Saint Randy Mike? I don't think it's Saint Randy Mike. Wherever you are, please say hello to me. I would like to connect with you, okay? I'd like to connect with you. Okay, and I was saying the first secret hack that you can use to create a viral thumbnail for your YouTube channel is what I call the big face rule. Make sure you use your face on your thumbnail and ensure that you're showing a big emotion, whether you're showing shock, showing the fact that you're shocked or surprised or happy or sad. If your emotion, the emotions you will display depends on the title of your video, right? Then my rule number two, or hack number two, is what I call the 3 word rule. The 3 word rule. You want to ensure that when you are using your face, the text you'll be displaying alongside with your face has to be not more than 3 words. If you can use 1 to powerful words in your thumbnail design, that's great. You don't want to use a lot of text. Don't write a full sentence in your thumbnail design. It will only end up making the thumbnail look like it is disorganized, and that's not good for you. I have a question for you up here. What do you struggle with the most? What do you struggle with the most? Is it your thumbnail design or writing titles or getting clicks or getting views? Just cast your vote now. Let me know. I'd like you to vote and please say hi to me. I'd like to know where you are watching this live stream from. Then the hack number 3 I gave is that contrast is king. Contrast is king. When you're done editing your videos, go and work on the contrast again. If you have a darker background for your videos, make sure you use bright text. If your background is bright, make sure you use darker text. That way it will pop. Your thumbnail design will pop. That's the only what will make it pop. Okay? Then the fourth hack is what I call the curiosity gap. Make sure your thumbnail creates curiosity. When people are curious and want to find out what the main video is actually going to be about, they will click on the video, and it is only your thumbnail that can make them be curious enough to click on that particular video. Okay, hack number 5 was that you should add directional clues. If you come across some big content creators videos, right, then you see them pointing to a text or pointing to an object. So make use of directional clues. If you as the creator does not want to point to something, make sure you use an arrow or a circle or X marks, or you can actually decide to highlight a particular word just to make that word stand out. I don't know if you understand me. Then hack number 6 is before versus after. That's what I call the before versus after hack. So show people a before and after look. I don't know if you get what I mean. Transformation cell. Transformation cell. Show change. I gave an example. I said I came across a channel where the creator is into the beauty and lifestyle niche. So she wanted to give skincare tips on how to get rid of acne. You know what acne is? So she showed a picture of herself before and after. That the left side of her face had the acne on it, and then the right side of her face was the after result, and her skin was actually glowing. It was smooth and clear. So people actually, she had a lot of views on that video, almost 400 and something thousand views, because people would want to click on the video. They would be curious enough to know what did she actually use, which skincare tip did she use to make the acne disappear after 7 days, because that was what she wrote. That was the video title. So you see, her thumbnail and her title went hand in hand. It piqued the viewer's curiosity, and that's what gave her made that particular video to go viral. So it is your thumbnail that if your thumbnail is not catchy enough, your video cannot go viral. So that's your thumbnail and your title have to work hand in hand for your video to go viral. One of the ways that can be achieved is through creating curiosity. So another hack I talked about, is through the before and after hack. Yes. Another example I would like to give is, maybe let's say you're into the YouTube creation niche, and then you are showing people how to get views fast. Then you can give a sign, a directional clue, a before and after scenario. Then we have 10 views versus 10,000 views. I don't know if that makes sense. And then another one that will be, let's say, $0 to $5,000. I don't know if that makes sense. Then the seventh hack was what I call the pattern interrupt. The pattern interrupt. I said earlier that you should make your thumbnails different from what other people in your own niche are doing, right? Make your thumbnails different from what other people in your own niche are doing. If everyone in your niche maybe uses the color blue for their thumbnail designs, you can decide to be different and use the color yellow. If everyone uses calm faces, they are always fond of expressing um, or giving a sad emotional face, you can decide to do something different by using a dramatic face or showing dramatic emotions. I don't know if you get what I mean. Please say hi to me. Just say hi to me in the chat box. I want to know whether you are following. Okay, those were the secret hacks I gave, and after that, I gave a um, step by step tips on how to design high CTR thumbnails. I said that step one was to decide the emotion. Decide the emotion. That's when you're designing a thumbnail, you have to ask yourself, what kind of emotion am I trying to display for people to see? Is it a surprised emotion, or one of shock or happiness or sadness? It all depends on your title. Then step number two was to choose two strong colors. Choose two strong colors. Like I said, if you want to get a very good thumbnail design, you need to design your thumbnail with two strong colors to make it stand out. You don't want to have too many colors on your thumbnail design. It will create would I say, confusion when you have too many things on your screen. Then step three is add one big face. If you don't want to add your face to the thumbnail, then you can use one big object, any object at all that is related to your video content. Then step number four, add 1 to 4 powerful words to your thumbnail design. Then step number five, add contrast to your thumbnail design. Then step number six, test this small. When I say test this small, I mean that you should test your thumbnail. I talked about the fact that you can design two thumbnails and then use one, publish your video. When you publish your video, make use of one. Then after 48 hours, you can now change the video's thumbnail to the second thumbnail. It will help you do better. YouTube loves it when you're actually using their A and B testing feature. So make use of that in order to make your thumbnail stand out. Right? Test your thumbnail, and then at the end of 48 hours, if YouTube would tell you the thumbnail that did well, that did better, and then you would make use of that particular thumbnail. You keep it. You can also test your titles too. You can also test your step 7. When you are creating your thumbnails, ask yourself, I click on this. If you know you would not click on it, then you know that you have a bad thumbnail in your hands and you have to keep working on your thumbnail to get a better result. So keep your thumbnail simple. As long as your thumbnail has a face that shows emotions, and you use few powerful words, and then your tally matches with your thumbnail design, and everything that I've talked about so far tallies. I believe me when I say that your thumbnail would stand out, right? Your thumbnail would stand out. So, okay, so in today's thumbnail, okay, I have a question for you. How many how many thumbnails do you really test? How many thumbnails do you really test? For me, I usually test two. I know that YouTube gives the medium for one to test three thumbnails and three titles. So, how many do you test? Let me know in the chat box. Do you test just one or two or three or more? Or you've never tested your thumbnail designs before? If you have not done that before, you are making a big mistake. Go ahead and test your thumbnail designs. So, I'll give a final summary of our live stream. So far on this live stream, we've looked at what a thumbnail is. We've looked at why thumbnails matter. We've looked at color psychology. That is a kind of colors you have to use on your thumbnail designs. We've looked at character focus. And then we've talked about the 7 secret hacks that you can use to create viral thumbnails. And then we've talked about the step-by-step um, process of creating your thumbnail designs. We've also talked about what a title is. We've talked about how to write titles that rank. We've talked about curiosity formulas. We've also talked about how to increase your CTR. So if you're just joining us, we've gone so far. You can actually rewatch this live stream if you want to hear all that I've talked about so far. I promise you, you will gain value from it. So remember, a good video, if you want to have a good video, that means you have to have a good thumbnail. Good video plus bad thumbnail equals to low views or no views at all or poor views. Whereas an okay video plus a great thumbnail equals to more views. And then when your thumbnail is great and your video itself is great, that equals to a viral video. I don't know if you get me. You would have, oh, I just shook the table. You would have a viral video. So your thumbnail and your title, your video's thumbnail and your video's title are your sales team. They are what markets your content, right? They are what markets your content. If they are not, if they are not catchy enough, they do not make your viewers want to click on the videos, then they wouldn't click on the videos and you'd end up having low views. That's not what you want. So if you found this live stream helpful, go ahead and like this video so that the YouTube algorithm can push it out to other people out there who might find the information on this live stream helpful. Okay, so if you found this live stream helpful, type um type viral thumbnail in the chat box. Just type viral thumbnail in the chat box. Then you want to go ahead and like this video, share the live stream video with your friends, and then subscribe to this channel if you haven't already. Okay, see you at the top. Thank you for joining my live stream. We've come to the end of our 7 days live stream challenge, where we discussed topics on how to run a successful YouTube channel in the African folktale niche. You can go ahead and watch my other videos to see what we've done so far. Next time when I come your way, I'll actually be showing you practical videos. I'll be posting practical tutorials on how to create African folktale videos, and also the whole content creation editing process. It won't be the theoretical aspect again where I'll just stay and talk and talk and talk. I'll show you live how I do those things behind the scenes, okay? So thank you for joining my live stream. I hope to see you next time next week, okay? Since the person watching has refused to say hello to me, no problem, but see you next time. Thank you for joining my live stream. Bye. We've come to the end of the 1 hour live stream. That's why I'm leaving, okay? See you next time.